10 easiest vegetables to grow at home for senior gardeners. Gardening should be fun, a peaceful way to relax, connect with nature, and enjoy the rewards of your care. But let's be honest, as we get older, bending, digging, and kneeling can feel more like a workout than a joy. Those sore knees and stiff joints, yeah, they can make gardening feel like a chore. But here's the great news. It doesn't have to be that way. You can still have a thriving, productive garden even in the cooler months without all the strain. In today's video, I'll show you 10 easy, low-maintenance vegetables that practically grow themselves. These are perfect for seniors. They love containers, and they'll give you fresh, homegrown flavor all winter long. So, grab a warm cup of tea, get comfy, and let's rediscover the simple joy of gardening, the easy way.
Why winter gardening is a wonderful idea. Before we jump into our list, let's talk about why winter is actually one of the best times to garden. Most people pack away their tools when the weather cools down, but they're missing out on one of the most peaceful and rewarding seasons to grow. November is the secret sweet spot for planting cool season vegetables, crops that don't just tolerate the chill, they thrive in it. Some even taste better after a touch of frost, becoming sweeter and more flavorful. For senior gardeners, this season comes with extra perks. The cooler weather means no more sweating under the sun, and most pests and diseases take a break too. That means less work and more enjoyment. Plus, many winter veggies grow fast. You'll see results in just a few weeks. And since most of them do wonderfully in containers, you can garden at a comfortable height without bending or straining. So let's toss out the idea that gardening ends with summer. With the right plants, winter can be your easiest, most relaxing, and most rewarding gardening season yet. The 10 easiest vegetables. Number 10, radishes. Kicking off our list is the champion of speedy gardening, the radish. If you're looking for instant gratification, this is your vegetable. There's something truly magical about planting a tiny seed and pulling a crisp, crunchy radish from the pot in as little as 3 to 4 weeks. This quick turnaround makes them incredibly rewarding, especially when you don't want to wait forever to see results. So why are they perfect for senior gardeners? Besides being fast, radishes need almost no fuss. They don't require special fertilizers or complicated care. You can sow the seeds right into a pot or raised bed and they'll get to work. They aren't picky about soil as long as it's loose, and they grow so quickly they usually outpace any pests. For your minimal effort tip, don't waste money on fancy fertilizers. Radishes grow so fast they can get all the nutrients they need from regular potting mix. Aside from watering, it's pretty much a planted and forget it kind of vegetable. When it comes to containers, radishes are stars. You don't need a giant pot. One that's about 8 to 10 inches deep gives the roots plenty of room. This makes them perfect for a sunny balcony, a patio table, or window box. Just imagine stepping outside to harvest a few spicy radishes to slice over your salad. That's the simple joy they bring. Number 9, green onions or scallions. Next up is one of the most resilient and useful vegetables you can grow, the green onion or scallion. Green onions are the gift that keeps on giving, and they are ridiculously easy to grow. In fact, you don't even need to buy seeds to start. What makes them so great for an easy does-it garden is their ability to regrow from kitchen scraps. Seriously, the next time you buy green onions, just save the white root ends, about an inch long. Stick them in a shallow glass of water on a windowsill, and in a few days you'll see new green shoots growing. Once they've started, plant them in a small pot of soil and you'll have a perpetual supply of fresh green onions. This is the ultimate minimal effort tip. Just regrow them from the ones you buy at the store. You're recycling and creating an endless supply of produce in one go. You can snip off the green tops whenever you need them, leave the roots in the soil, and they'll grow back again and again. Some people have the same green onion plants going for over a year. For container gardening, it doesn't get any simpler. Any small pot with a drainage hole will do. They have shallow roots, so a big container isn't necessary. A small window box in the kitchen is perfect.
keeping them right there when you need a burst of fresh onion flavor for soups, salads, or omelets. Number 8. Leaf lettuce and spring mix. There is nothing like the taste of a salad made with lettuce you just picked. It's crisper, more flavorful, and so much more satisfying than anything from a plastic box at the store. And the good news is, growing your own leaf lettuce and spring mixes is incredibly simple. Leaf lettuce varieties are perfect for home gardeners because unlike head lettuces like iceberg, you don't have to wait for a whole head to form. This is what's called a cut-and-come-again crop. You just harvest the outer leaves when you want them, and the plant keeps producing new leaves from the center. This gives you a steady, continuous harvest from just a handful of plants. The best minimal effort tip for lettuce is to use a self-watering pot. Lettuce likes to stay consistently moist, and a self-watering pot takes the guesswork out of it, meaning you have to tend to it less often. These pots have a built-in reservoir that gives a steady supply of moisture to the roots. For containers, lettuce is super adaptable. With its shallow root system, almost any pot with good drainage will work. Window boxes, hanging baskets, or any container about 6 inches deep is perfect. They love the cooler weather of fall, spring, and even a mild winter. Imagine the delight of making a beautiful salad with different colored lettuces that you grew yourself. It's a simple luxury that's easily within reach. Number 7. Spinach. Spinach is a nutritional powerhouse, loaded with vitamins and minerals that are great for keeping up your health and energy. Growing it at home is also surprisingly easy, and it's a vegetable that absolutely loves the cold. In fact, cool weather and even a light frost make spinach leaves taste sweeter and more tender. One of the biggest perks of growing spinach is how tough it is. It's a hardy plant that can be planted in the fall and will often survive right through the winter in many climates, ready for an early spring harvest. This resilience makes it a reliable, low-stress crop. It also grows pretty quickly, and like lettuce, you can harvest it leaf by leaf for a long-lasting supply from the same plants. Here's an easy tip for you. Plant your spinach where it gets a little shade during the hottest part of the day, especially if you have mild winters. Spinach likes cool soil, and some afternoon shade will help keep the plants from bolting. That's when they flower too early because of heat, which can make the leaves bitter. For containers, a pot that is about 6 to 8 inches deep is perfect for spinach, making it an excellent choice for a balcony or patio. You can grow a ton of spinach in a small space. Having a pot of fresh spinach on hand makes it so easy to add a healthy boost to your morning smoothies, scramble into eggs, or wilt into soups.
Number 6. Arugula. If you like a little peppery kick in your salads and sandwiches, you have to try growing arugula. Also known as rocket, this leafy green is famous for being one of the fastest and easiest cool season veggies to grow from seed. It has a zesty flavor that adds a gourmet touch to any dish. The beauty of arugula is its sheer will to grow. It sprouts quickly and needs very little care, making it perfect for beginners or anyone looking for a low-effort win. It thrives in containers and doesn't demand much attention. Just like lettuce and spinach, you can harvest it leaf by leaf and enjoy it for weeks. The best minimal effort tip for arugula is to just scatter the seeds in a pot, cover them lightly with soil, and let them do their thing. You don't need to worry about perfectly spacing or thinning the seedlings. As the plants grow, just harvest the bigger leaves, which automatically makes more room for the smaller ones to mature. This cut-and-come-again method is perfect for arugula. For containers, a shallow pot is all you need, about 6 to 8 inches deep. It can easily be grown in a window box or even indoors on a sunny windowsill during the winter. Having fresh, peppery arugula on hand is a simple way to elevate your everyday meals. A handful tossed with pasta, scattered over a pizza, or added to a sandwich brings an instant burst of fresh flavor. We're halfway through our list, and I hope you're already feeling inspired to start your own garden. If you're finding these tips helpful and want more guides designed to make gardening simple and fun for everyone, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. Your support really helps us create more content just like this.
Now let's get back to the 5 easiest vegetables that practically grow themselves. Number 5. Carrots. A lot of people think growing carrots is tricky or that it needs a huge garden plot. But I'm going to let you in on a secret. Growing carrots in containers is not only possible, it's often easier and more successful. And the taste of a homegrown carrot, pulled fresh from the soil, is unbelievably sweet and crisp, a whole other world from the ones at the store. What makes container-grown carrots so great for senior gardeners is the control you have over the soil. Carrots need loose, fluffy soil without any rocks or clumps to grow straight. Preparing a garden bed like that can be a lot of back-breaking work. With a container, you just fill it with the perfect potting mix right from the start. For a fantastic minimal effort tip, choose short or round carrot varieties. Look for names like Paris Market or Thumbelina. These are small, stout carrots designed specifically for growing in containers. They mature quickly and don't need the deep soil that long carrots do, making them a foolproof choice for pots. Plus, a bit of frost actually makes them taste even sweeter. When choosing a container, depth is key. For these shorter varieties, a pot that's at least 12 inches deep will do the trick. This makes sure the root has enough room to grow down. A deep planter on a patio can be a perfect home for your carrots. The thrill of pulling your first perfect bright orange carrot from the soil is a truly magical moment. Number 4. Bush beans. For a plant that gives you a ton of food with very little work, look no further than the bush bean. Unlike their climbing cousins, pole beans, bush beans grow in a compact, bushy form and don't need any trellises or supports. They stay neat and tidy, which is perfect for smaller spaces and containers. Bush beans are a wonderful choice because they are so generous. Once they start producing, you can expect a steady, reliable harvest of tender green beans for several weeks. They grow quickly from seed and are generally very resilient with few pest problems. One of the best minimal effort tips for bush beans is about their soil. Beans have this amazing ability to fix nitrogen in the soil, which means they pull it from the air and use it as fertilizer. This means you don't need to add much, if any, fertilizer. They aren't heavy feeders and do fine in average soil, making them a very unfussy crop. For container gardening, a pot that's about 8 to 10 inches deep and wide enough for a few plants will work perfectly. Fabric grow bags are a great lightweight option. Bush beans love sunshine, so put them in a spot that gets at least 6 hours of direct sun per day. The simple pleasure of harvesting a handful of crisp, tender beans you grew yourself, then steaming them for dinner minutes later, is one of the best rewards of having a garden. Number 3. Swiss Chard. If you want to add a splash of vibrant color to your garden with almost no effort, Swiss Chard is your answer. With its bright jewel-toned stems and shades of red, yellow, and orange, Swiss Chard is as beautiful as it is delicious. It's one of the most productive and easy-to-grow leafy greens out there. Swiss Chard is a garden superstar because of its resilience. It tolerates both cool weather and a bit of heat, making it more versatile than spinach. And you guessed it, it's another cut-and-come-again vegetable. You can harvest the outer leaves, and the plant will keep pumping out new growth from the center for months. Just a few plants can give you a steady supply of greens. For a minimal effort tip, think about using self-watering containers for your Swiss Chard. While it's a tough plant, it does its best with consistent moisture. A self-watering system keeps the soil just right without you having to worry about daily watering, which is a huge help if you're busy or have mobility challenges. In terms of containers, Swiss Chard isn't demanding. A pot that is about 8 to 10 inches deep gives it plenty of room. It looks stunning in a mixed container with flowers or herbs. The leaves have a mild, earthy flavor like spinach, and the crunchy stems can be chopped up and cooked like celery. It's a versatile 2-in-1 vegetable that's as fun to look at as it is to eat.
Number 2. Kale. Over the last decade, kale has become famous as a superfood, and for good reason. It's packed with vitamins and antioxidants. But what a lot of people don't know is that it's also one of the toughest, most cold-hardy vegetables you can possibly grow. Kale doesn't just survive the cold, it gets better in it. The flavor of kale leaves actually becomes sweeter and less bitter after a good frost. This incredible hardiness makes kale a top choice for easy winter gardening. It can keep producing leaves even when temperatures drop as low as 10 degrees F. It's a true workhorse, giving you fresh, healthy greens long after most other plants have called it quits. Like Swiss chard, you can harvest the outer leaves as needed, and the plant will keep producing for months. Here is your minimal effort tip for kale. Besides regular watering, it requires very little from you. It's a low-maintenance plant that doesn't need much fuss, making it perfect for a relaxed gardening style. Just plant it in a sunny spot and get ready to harvest. For containers, pick a pot that is at least 8 to 10 inches deep to give the plant a sturdy base. Kale is not only productive, but really pretty with its frilly green or purple leaves. It looks beautiful in a pot, on a balcony, or patio all through the fall and winter. Having fresh kale on hand means you can whip up healthy kale chips, add it to stews, or blend it into smoothies for a powerful health boost. Number 1, garlic. And finally, at the top of our list is the vegetable that is the very definition of low-effort gardening: garlic. Growing your own garlic is one of the simplest and most rewarding things you can do. It requires almost no attention once it's planted, it naturally keeps pests away, and the flavor of homegrown garlic is so much more robust and amazing than what you get in stores. Garlic is usually planted in the fall, left in the ground all winter, and then harvested the next summer. Now, that long growing season might sound like a lot, but it's actually what makes it so easy. After you plant the cloves, your work is basically done for months. The cold winter weather is exactly what the garlic needs to split into a full head of individual cloves. The ultimate minimal effort tip is this: just plant a clove from a head of garlic you bought at the grocery store. While you can buy special seed garlic, a clove from an organic, store-bought head will often sprout just fine. Plant it a couple of inches deep with the pointy end up, water it in, and walk away. Garlic grows incredibly well in containers. A pot that is 6 to 8 inches deep is all you need for one bulb. You can plant several cloves in a larger container to grow a whole supply. Place the pot in a sunny spot and make sure the soil drains well. It might not look like much is happening over the winter, but believe me, the magic is happening under the soil. Seeing those green shoots pop up in the spring is such a gratifying sign of the delicious harvest to come. Common mistakes to avoid. While the vegetables on our list are incredibly forgiving, there are a few common slip-ups that can happen to any gardener. If you know what they are, you can make sure your gardening journey is smooth and successful. The most common mistake of all is overwatering. It comes from a good place, but giving your plants too much water is more harmful than too little. Most vegetables like soil that is consistently moist, but not soaking wet. Too much water can drown the roots and cause them to rot. A good rule of thumb is to stick your finger about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. If it's still damp, wait another day. The second mistake is ignoring sunlight. Even on cool days, vegetables need sunlight to grow. Most of the plants we've discussed need at least 4 to 6 hours of direct sun per day. Before you set up your pots, just take a day to watch your space. See which areas get the most sun and put your garden there. A south-facing indoor windowsill is often a great spot for winter gardening. Another common issue is planting seeds too deep. The seed packet will usually tell you how deep to plant. A good general rule for small seeds is to plant them only about 1/4 of an inch deep. If you plant them too far down, the tiny seedling might run out of energy before it can reach the sunlight. Finally, don't skimp on your soil. When you're gardening in containers, your plants are completely dependent on the soil you give them. Don't use heavy, compacted dirt from your yard. Instead, invest in a good quality potting mix. These mixes are designed to be lightweight, drain well, and have the right balance of nutrients for happy container plants. Starting with good soil is one of the easiest ways to guarantee success.
And there you have it, 10 wonderful, delicious, and incredibly easy vegetables that you can grow at home even in the middle of winter. We've gone from the peppery zing of arugula to the sweet crunch of a homegrown carrot and the amazing toughness of kale and garlic. Remember to start small. You don't need to grow all 10 of these at once. Just pick one or two that sound good to you and start there. A single pot of green onions on your windowsill or a container of colorful Swiss chard on your patio is a perfect beginning. The most important thing is to enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would absolutely love to hear about your gardening plans. Which of these vegetables are you most excited to try first? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and questions can inspire our whole community. And if you enjoyed this guide and want more simple, accessible gardening tips, don't forget to subscribe. Happy gardening!